ॐ स्थापकाय च धर्मस्य सर्वधर्मस्वरूपिणे अवतारवरिष्ठाय Ramakrishnaय te Namah. We saw various causes of dreams, day-to-day dreams that we get during night sleeps. What are the causes behind we saw? And even the spiritual dream, what it is. A person may get in his whole life once or twice instructive dreams from the transcendental. A few rare souls like Sri Ramakrishna's father, they got, a few too may get spiritual dreams in which God realization takes place. God reveals Himself because our bodily existence, external cover sheet is not yet cleaned, but inner awarenesses are such. Inner cleanliness is over, physical bodily cleanliness is not yet over, that he can have the vision of God from the externally in the physical world. So the inner being ready, they get illumination in dreams, a vision of God that makes him saint. When he enters, he'll be the fool of the world. And inside, once in dream state, actually God appears and he gets internal transformation. When he comes out of the sleep, when he comes out of the dream, you see his whole transformation has taken place. The world which he was seeing earlier is missing. The world of the divine is standing in front of him. Every soul is looking full of Chaitanya. The world is looking divine. Good and bad has been erased from his consciousness forever. There is God and God alone. This was the real vision that he should have had, but he had created a software in his life's journey that was converting God into the world and showing. And he was yielding to all the temptations and likes and dislikes, raga, dvesha, attachments and aversions, and going on acquiring karma, and the karmic load was forcing him to have birth again and again. He did not have freedom from nature. Now he is totally free from nature. Nature cannot impose anything, sukha, dukkha, bandhana or anything. No laws of the nature apply to him. No social laws apply. No king's laws apply. He is accepted by one and all as he is because of the purity that he has attained within, that all layers of his existence have become transparent, free from all raga dveshas and bodily awareness. He has transcended. His inner light is glowing, outer vision has changed. So this transformation, the dreams, spiritual dreams in which a person realizes God, then the same effect is same externally. He sees the same divine which he would have seen if the body was also purified. If without bodily purification, still inner is ready, he gets in dream. Then he sees the new world outside. Again, his constant inner communion with God makes him realize God in his various aspects, including the transcendental aspect of God, the Brahma Jnana, Atma Jnana, and all aspects of life he attains to. So this we saw, dream, spiritual dream, what it means, and here there is an instructive aspect of the spiritual dream. We have heard that Master, oh, I am thrilled to hear the story. Devotee, the Brahmin said, I am in a hurry, it will take you some time to get out of the boat. Goodbye, remember this path and come after me. He is walking to the Bhavanipur, city of the Mother. He is transcending the nature, Bhavasagara, and going, and he is showing the path. Yes, you come after me. It will take you, I cannot wait. I am going, you follow. That I am going, you follow is the most important instruction that he is getting in dream, that it's an indication his inner soul is ready now to transcend the nature and go. Now nothing can stop him. But somebody must be there to show him the path, to give a grip into the transcendental, and that is initiation. So Sri Ramakrishna is telling, oh, my hair is standing on the end. Please be initiated by a guru as soon as possible. So initiation is a most important part of the sadhana, where a light is lighted by a light. An enlightened person is going to light a lamp in the darkness. Initiation is such a process that it is like everything is ready, lamp is ready, wick is ready, oil is ready, everything is intact, just it has to be lit. And the Guru appears. Everything is ready. That's why the instruction is coming in the dream, follow me. I am going to Bhavanipur. So that lighting has to be done. Some spark from somewhere has to come, and that has to come from the transcendental to take him to the transcendental. Any force, any power, whichever power, such a great powers are there in the universe. Within any power, within the universe, cannot take you beyond universe. So a transcendental force, a force from the transcendental realm has to appear, to which you will hold on to, or on which you are going to mount, and it is going to take you to the beyond. And that is initiation. Initiation is a person, a guru, get initiated from a guru. Guru is one who is going to enlighten, and he has the access to the transcendental to enter into you. He gives a mantra. What is that mantra? Mantra is what he has realized, holding on to. His Guru had given him, and his Guru had given him, or he had a revelation that this is God appearing in the form of mantra. God, when a person transcends the nature and enters within the inward journey, the Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, Anandamaya, all these layers, when a jiva crosses and enters within, enters and goes ahead into the what we call Chidakasha, the space of consciousness. This is a space of matter, there is space of mind, Chittakasha, Mahakasha, Chittakasha, and Chidakasha. Chidakasha is space of consciousness in which we enter in meditation, where God appears. It is a port-like place or a harbor where the sea has entered into the land. Like that, the transcendental has entered into our existence, which we call the heart, the spiritual heart. In the spiritual heart, we enter, and there, from the transcendental, just like the ocean has entered into the land, has become a port or a harbor, and the ship is going to come from the other side and land within the landscape. So like that, the mantra is coming from the, after getting the vision of God, many times he goes again and again into meditation, again and again he enters into the realm transcendental, experiences God, and God goes on revealing his various aspects. Look here, when I was Rama, how I was. Look here, when I was Krishna, how I was. One by one, finally, he takes him to the transcendental realm, gives him the experience of the Nirvikalpa, where there is no form, Nirguna Nirakara. After that, again, when he brings him down to the Saguna Sakara level and showing his Ishtadevata Rupa, the most beloved form which the Jiva is entertaining, God, in that form he appears and tells, what all experiences I have given to you, you can't share with anybody. But now I will take the form of mantra which you can give to others. And I enter their heart, live there. When with faith and love they call upon me, I manifest there. So this mantra is God appearing in the form of mantra. When Guru gives a mantra to the Shishya, it is the words are only carrier. The words contain the Chaitanya and the Chit Shakti, Chaitanya Shakti. And because the soul is not yet ready, the Chaitanya, the consciousness and the power of consciousness, the power of the mantra, both enter into the karmashaya of the jiva, where the karmic load is waiting to unfold itself, giving sukha dukkha, projecting the tendencies. It is that kosha it enters. It is going to go with the jiva to the next life. So the mantra as words enter the memory, its power and its consciousness enter into karmashaya. And when the jiva goes on calling on God with that mantra from the memory, shedding away, dropping away all thoughts of the world, when he calls on God, calmly, lovingly, he calls on God, at the same time does all the duties of life diligently and offers it to God as the offering to the, an oblation into the Absolute, as a offering unto the God. He does all things. He lives with all others as others live, so that he is one with all others. Unless a person is one with all others, he cannot expect. The moment he separates from others, he is separating from God. So he is one with all, living a pure, fine life dedicated to God. At the same time, whenever there is leisure, he goes on calling on God without wasting a moment, and then he is busy in serving others. And with all that, the love that he pours on at the feet of God, the God whom as Ishtadevata he endears and holds on to him, clings to him for his existence, and the whole support of his life he is taking his Ishtadevata, total dependence on him, then the mantra becomes mantra Chaitanya. The mantra becomes mantra Chaitanya. You will see, once the mantra becomes mantra Chaitanya, the moment he utters the mantra, God has to stand in front of him. All the saints' life, how they called upon God with so much ecstatic love, that unbearable pain they undergo, unable to bear the pangs of separation, tears flow, the call of the heart, the prayer takes a higher turn, where the higher turn is just a silent prayer without words. If there is longing is poured out through the whatever feelings, only feelings. Just like somebody who is extremely dear to me is in the deathbed, and I go and stand before the God without any words. No words will be there. I stand before the God and I convey my heart without expression, without words. This is silent prayer. Like that, silent prayer goes on. In the silent prayer, the buddhi, reasoning power, merges in the heart. It doesn't reason, it doesn't question, it doesn't have any thing to say or present. It just expresses the heart. Heart is open to God, and whatever it unconditionally surrenders to the will of God, accepts His will as it is without any resistance, because it is a surrendered soul. Here you see the God is slowly manifesting in the heart of the jiva, and the words, the mantra that he utters is that prayer. Invoking God, it is avahana, not avhana, not invitation, but invocation. Invocation is I call on God with authority and power. What is that authority and power with which I am going to call? It is the authority and power of a child on its mother. The child has all authority and power to call on mother, freedom, and also it has no other choice to go. Where else can it go except to mother? And that manifestation of that dependence and love makes God to appear. This is avahana. Avahana is calling on God with all faith and love, and in helplessly, because nobody else can solve the problem, child's problem. Only mother can, and the child has only trust in mother. There may be so many people, so many powers in the world. Child doesn't have anybody except mother. Like that. He may be having sharirika bala, buddhi bala, all that. Power of character, power of all powers that you can see in the world, he may be possessing. But nothing will help. Nothing can invoke God. Every power that a person thinks belongs to him makes him a screen between him and God. Many people ask, recently I've been meeting so many old people who are almost on the deathbed. They are intensely suffering, bodily ailments, this, that and all. Uncared for. When old age comes, nobody wants that person. Deserted by all, helpless condition, and then bodily ailments, not able to get up, stand, or go to bathroom. Then the question is asked, why did God do this to me? I did hundreds of japa every day. I did so many pujas. I did so many dana. 50% of my salary I spent in giving dana. Why did God do this at this hour of the life? I have no answer to say. You have done all that you have to do in your life. It will reflect you in the next birth. Last birth, what you have done, or before, or some of this life is working out. Work it out joyfully, because it's going to end and new life is going to come. And now think of the divine. Dissociate your mind from all concerns in this one. Keep at the feet of God. Let body follow its dharma. Try to objectify the body and keep the mind on God. But the fact is different. I can't tell them. What all they have done when they tell, I did so much of dana, I went to the temple every day, I did so much of japa. It has not been offered to God. He is carrying it. It is His property. He should have offered it to God. The thought I have done can never come out of his mouth. And how much of time did you spend in company of God from your birth? And how many hours did you spend of your life's time with the world and with yourself, if you ask? How many hours did you spend? How many minutes you spend exclusively for God? We don't find. Suppose I live 100 years. Almost 1/4 of my life I spent without remembering God at all. Childhood days, school days, college days, how I was. Compelling by the family people or something, or my own understanding, a few minutes a day I must have, filling myself with the world, some surface, I might have thought of God. Whole depth was world, whole depth was desires, whole depth was clinging to world, and spent my life. And called, whatever I have called on God was to protect me and this mine, I am and mine, nothing more. I did not sacrifice a few hours for God. I did not spend, I did not give up something in love of God. I have not done anything. Then how do you say why God has not come at this hour? Because whole life you spent for yourself, forgetting God. And a little, whenever you are remembered, God out of force, or out of fear, out of anxiety, or out of failure in life, it was all just lips talking. Heart was somewhere, mind was somewhere, uttering was somewhere. With that way we spend and question, does God exist? Why God has not come? It's a wonder. Those who have spent whole life silently at the feet of God, calling on Him non-stop, at all times calling on God, and spending their life in a so nice way, offering everything to God and going away. He never has a question over God. I have done so much, why are you deserting me? That thought never comes. God is His. He accepts whatever state the God keeps him. He is happy. In suffering he is happy. In joy he is happy. Because these are passing events of life. There is eternal life for me. He is waiting for the reward of his sacrifice demands. And we fail to see this aspect. We have so much of complaints. We have so much of... I have no words to tell anything to anybody. So this, we have to see that the Dream is an indication. Get initiated from a guru. Don't waste time. Don't lose time. When Guru initiates, understand, some vehicle is given to you which is going to make you transcend. Hold on to it. How to hold on to it? Sri Ramakrishna says, like a mother of pearl, oyster. In oysters, when they catch a drop of rain, when the Swati nakshatra is on the ascent, it is supposed to become a pearl within. The oyster will be waiting with the mouth open, waiting for the Swati nakshatra drop rain. It doesn't rain. It's waiting. Some moment it starts raining. It's so happy that is everything is conducive. Guru appears, gives the mantra. The moment the Swati nakshatra sees that, it just closes its mouth and enters to the depth of the ocean. There it silently holds that till it gets converted into a pearl. This is the silent moment. Once the mantra Guru gives, with full faith, utmost love, it has to be held within. Oh, I have got what I was aspiring through lives after lives. And it is who says, Rama Ratana Dhanapayo. Mira, Rama Ratana Dhanapayo. I attained that Rama Ratana Dhanapayo. Lives after lives that Jiva will be transcending, and one life this comes and it dives. Just now somebody was asking, whatever we tell to others regarding spiritual life or regarding any aspect of the evolutionary process or karma theory or anything that we give to others, they are not at all interested. What to do? Don't worry, the time is not yet ready. When the time is ready, Sri Ramakrishna used to say, Bhogerante Jogobe. When the play in the world ends, when the baby finishes its play, it starts weeping for mother. So that is not yet ready. I saw an old man, 100 years old, in the ashrama, coming down from the steps. One young worker was going up. That old man, with great love on this youngster, he said, Ram Ram. The old man told. This younger boy should have told Ram Ram, seeing a 100-year-old person. That 100-year-old person is telling him, Ram Ram. This person looked at him and went up without responding to his Ram Ram. Then I was watching all this. That person came down smiling with great joy, as if I have done my part. He is fully satisfied. He has totally accepted that boy neglecting and going away. These words. I asked, what? He said, Abhi samay nahi aaya. The time has not arrived. Abhi Ram Ram bole ke samay nahi aaya. So, when we are Most of the people are not only unaware, but not yet ready, even when it is given. So this is what we see in the world. We need not bother about that. God is the father and mother of this universe and of all beings. He is taking care of every jiva. Now the time of ours has come. Let us transcend this world. Let us transcend our nature and reach perfection. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.